I saw for the first time that they had a chartered plane for the first time in their league history. You know, they flew private. That should be celebrated in its own right. For anyone that's, you know, in sports that's flown commercial or flown, you know, charter, that should be celebrated. And it's because of Caitlin Clark. Don't get it twisted.
It's crazy when you stop and think about it. Not that long ago, Caitlin Clark was just that fearless Iowa sharpshooter. The kid who could pull up from half court like it was a warm-up drill. Now, her name is being spoken by absolute giants. And not just basketball royalty. I mean legends from every corner of sports and pop culture. People you'd never expect to be talking about a WNBA rookie are suddenly saying her name with respect. That's how massive her impact has become. And it all traces back to that legendary college stretch, the run where she treated the logo like it was her personal shooting spot. That was the moment LeBron James himself tuned in and called her must-see TV. When the king talks like that, you know you're witnessing something special. And hey, if you're feeling this breakdown so far, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment. It helps court queens keep cooking these stories for you.
The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in.
And coming from LeBron, a guy who's been the center of the sports universe for 20 straight years, that praise is no small compliment. But he wasn't the only one watching. Charles Barkley jumped in too, saying Caitlin reminded him of why he fell in love with basketball in the first place. The energy, the confidence, the spark, the way she made the game feel fun again. That's the kind of praise players spend their whole careers chasing.
Caitlin, man, she's a phenomenon. I've know what's really funny. I've been trying to get a chance to see her play in person, but I haven't been able to fit it into my schedule. I'm going to try to get that done in the next month or so. It's not easy, because if I do it, I'm probably going to have to get a private jet to fly the hour or somewhere on the road, because I want to see her play in person. Number one, congratulations to her. But Caitlin, man, what she's doing for women's basketball is pretty incredible.
Even Cheryl Miller, one of the most unstoppable forces women's basketball has ever seen, chimed in. And she didn't hold back. She said she saw pieces of herself in Caitlin. The swagger, the fire, the ability to carry an entire team's hopes on your shoulders and somehow make it all look effortless. When a pioneer like Cheryl says that, you're officially in rare air.
She saw me, she's like, oh man, finally somebody I see that's on my side.
Right, they can relate.
She was getting hit with everything left and right, and I just said, I hugged her, I said, I'm so proud of you. I go, savor this, use this as a formula. I said, but keep being you. I said, no matter what, keep being you. You know, and then she thanked me, and then I bounced. And what I'm trying to, and Annie did this for me, and I didn't understand it at the time. Nancy imparted her wisdom. I didn't understand it. I accepted it, but I didn't understand it. Now I do. Now I get it. I can't imagine, Kevin Ray, what these kids are dealing with the social media and the attention. I don't know if I would have been able to handle it. Seriously.
Then Lisa Leslie stepped up with her own take. She talked about Caitlin's poise, how she stays solid even with noise swirling around her, expectations piling up, and every camera pointed in her direction. For someone that young to move with that much composure, that's something veterans still struggle with.
Cannot deny what Caitlin Clark has done for the women's game. When one player eats, we all eat. And as we all get more opportunities, it just opens it up for everyone else. And I think Caitlin has said that even herself in certain interviews. And I love that. I love that she's not the player who's like, it's all about her. I don't know what the big deal is about the fact that Caitlin is getting a lot of love. She deserves that, and she's helped change this.
And Cynthia Cooper, the original WNBA assassin from the Houston Comets dynasty, said something that really hit. She said Caitlin brought juice back into women's basketball. Coming from someone who literally helped build the league's foundation, that isn't just a compliment. That's a torch being passed, even if she didn't say it out loud.
One word to describe Caitlin Clark.
Amazing beast. She is the truth. She's the truth, and she was a rookie. Knock down the three-pointer, get to the rim. She can get to the free throw line. She's crafty.
Yeah, very crafty.
Crafty, so sometimes she look like she's coming off for a three-point shot, and she backdoors you for a layup. She gets her teammates involved. She can pass. She can shoot. Man, she is a complete basketball player.
Then you've got Candace Parker, someone who's seen every level of greatness. NCAA domination, WNBA championships, Olympic gold, the whole resume. Even she admitted she loves the edge Caitlin plays with. She said it reminded her of that hunger you get when you're fighting to prove you belong. And right after that came Diana Taurasi, the legend who never sugarcoats anything, ready to keep things real.
I'm sure Caitlin Clark's about to make a lot of money.
She's earning her money right now.
No, Caitlin's balling right now. I mean, I don't have a box score, but at one point, is this where we talk about her being our child?
Oh,
All right, I'm going to let you deal with it. You're the mom.
this is our
So you deal with this
firstborn,
one.
Caitlin Clark. As you can see, she has the passing ability of Shoshana Bird. She has the pull-up. She has long distance range, like middle linebacker Taurasi. And she has the swaggy competitiveness of both of us. This is our love child.
See, before Caitlin entered the league, Taurasi warned her that reality was coming. Fans treated it like shade, but Diana wasn't hating. She was telling the truth. The W is a whole different battleground. But here's the twist. After watching Caitlin take hits, adapt, and stay locked in, Taurasi openly gave her props. She admitted the kid didn't crack under pressure. You could literally watch the respect grow over time. Like she realized Caitlin wasn't just hype. She could take the punch, get back up, and keep hooping. And if you're rocking with this Court Queens breakdown, don't forget to like the video. It helps more basketball fans find us.
What Caitlin's done in the last 3 years, 4 years, is just mind-blowing. The way she's taken her popularity, her fame, and really moved the game forward. But the thing I love the most about her is she loves the game of basketball. She works at it. She plays at a level that no one has reached yet in the WNBA. So, to me, I think she's going to take this league as far as she wants to.
Sabrina Ionescu, who walked into the league with her own massive spotlight and expectations, said she understood every ounce of pressure Caitlin was feeling. She talked about how unique Caitlin's court vision is, how bold her confidence has become, and how she's raising the standard for everybody around her. When a rising star gives another rising star that kind of love instead of treating her like competition, that tells you Caitlin's influence is deeper than stats. It's cultural.
Yeah, I mean, she's an amazing player. I think everyone knows that. I've known her for a really long time. She took her visit to Oregon when I was there, and so kind of got to meet her and her dad, her family as a whole. And so I've always, supported her through her college career and just wanted to be someone that she can come to and ask any questions entering the league. And, obviously she has a target on her back, just like a lot of us do in terms of understanding what it is you're trying to accomplish in the league. And, she's kind of been helping us push this league forward, bringing so many new fans and eyes to the game everywhere she goes. She sells out arenas. So it's been really fun to just see what she's, been able to do, and knowing that there's so many young girls that are looking up to her and want to accomplish what she has so far.
It's rare to see one young star openly lift up another, but that's proof that Caitlin's impact reaches far beyond any rivalry or debate. And it's not just players talking. The coaches who've had to draw up game plans to stop her can't stop bringing her name up either. The Dallas Wings coach said the real danger isn't just her unlimited range. It's the way she sees plays develop before anyone else does. He said when she passes the ball, it's like watching an NFL quarterback throw a receiver open. She's creating opportunities out of nothing. Then you've got Los Angeles Sparks coach Cheryl Miller. After facing her, he said Caitlin carries gravity, the kind of force that changes the way you defend the entire team. He admitted, you can't game plan her like any other player. She manipulates your defense with her eyes and her energy. He said that level of control is almost unheard of in a rookie. And South Carolina's Dawn Staley, one of the sharpest basketball minds alive, said Caitlin was the hardest player she's ever had to scout. She remembered their tournament matchup when Caitlin casually dropped 30-plus again. Staley said, we knew she'd score. We just couldn't let her have 12 assists. What scared her most was Caitlin's passing. Not just the shots, but how she elevates everybody around her. You could hear genuine respect in her voice. What's wild is how many players who've lost to Caitlin still praise her afterward. That almost never happens in competitive sports. They'll tell you straight up, she talks her talk, she competes like crazy, and she backs up every word. They still want to beat her, but they can't deny the drive. Even Flau J. Johnson from LSU, who went toe-to-toe with Caitlin in some of the most watched college battles ever, said Caitlin forced her to elevate her own game. That's what the greats do. They don't just shine. They make everyone else shine brighter too.
Caitlin Clark, say what you want, she's a star. Like,
that girl can shoot.
She can shoot that thing, and she got the green light. And I think, you know, America kind of has gravitated to her, and it's only just pulling the women up more and more and more. So I love it. Like,
and here's where it gets even bigger. The conversation about Caitlin's influence didn't stay inside basketball. It spilled into global spaces. Nobel Peace Prize winner Malala Yousafzai spoke about Caitlin in an interview. And she wasn't talking about points or trophies. She talked about what Caitlin symbolizes. She said, Caitlin shows young girls that confidence isn't arrogance, that boldness is beautiful. When someone like Malala, an international voice for empowerment and education, recognizes your impact, that's no longer sports. That's legacy-level influence.
So I have been following the journey of amazing female athletes right now, from Caitlin Clark to Ilona Maher. And I know these sports because of these incredible female athletes. I think they have a huge impact without actually saying much. So I don't think we need to ask them about every topic and every issue. The fact that they're on the field and they're on the court is already changing perspectives. It's empowering girls. It's sending a powerful message to women, to all of us, that the sky's the limit and women's sports will thrive. We will have more equal opportunities for women and girls. And you know, we can imagine a world where girls are empowered. They can have the confidence, and they can decide they can choose their own future.
Even mainstream pop culture couldn't ignore her. Shows like The View started talking about Caitlin Clark like she was a household name. They said she made people who never watched women's basketball in their entire lives suddenly tune in. That she became one of those faces you just know, even if you don't follow the sport. That's the level where athletes cross into cultural icons.
Talk about Caitlin Clark, because she's the breakout star of the WNBA right now with the highest salary in league history. Yeah. And a $28 million endorsement deal from Nike. She is the NCAA's all-time leading scorer of men and women. In February, she broke the women's record. In March, she broke Pistol Pete Maravich's 3,667-point record. She's had more 30-point games than anyone in the past 25 years.
Yeah.
Okay? She holds a single season 3-point record for women. She's the Big Ten's all-time leader in it.
Think about that for a second. A women's basketball player becoming a weekly part of mainstream conversation. That hasn't happened in decades. And that's the real heartbeat of this entire story. It's not just the absurd numbers, the logo threes, or the highlight reels. It's the way Caitlin Clark got everybody. NBA legends, casual fans, longtime skeptics, entire families, to pay attention again. She brought energy back. She sparked debates, arguments, celebrations, and even criticism. But she got people watching. Even the legends who paved the way can feel the shift. Lisa Leslie said Caitlin is part of a new era, a bridge between the pioneers and the future. Cheryl Miller said she's proud women are finally getting the national spotlight they deserved decades ago. Cynthia Cooper said Caitlin's confidence reminds her of the nights they had to fight for respect just to survive in the league. And then LeBron said something that summed it all up perfectly. He said what Caitlin is doing for women's basketball feels like what Steph Curry did for the men's game. Reshaping the geometry of the court, forcing defenses to stretch, because you simply cannot give her an inch. But the crazy part? Through all this noise and all this praise, Caitlin stays grounded. She doesn't chase people's approval, but she never pretends she doesn't hear the respect either. That balance is what's winning people over. She competes hard, admits her mistakes, learns, adjusts, and comes right back swinging. That's why names like Diana Taurasi and Breanna Stewart talk about her with admiration, now instead of caution. They see the bigger picture. Caitlin isn't just playing in the league, she's lifting the league. Stewie said she's watched the visibility rise, the crowds get louder, the ratings shoot up, and kids show up in Iowa jerseys at WNBA games. That's not hype, that's cultural movement. And players feel it too. Many have said privately that Caitlin brings a new electricity into every arena she steps into. Whether the crowd is booing her, cheering her, or simply showing up because it's her, the seats are filled. And ultimately, that's what matters. People care again. It's wild to think it all started with a really good college shooter, and somehow evolved into this massive ripple effect that's reshaping how the world views women's basketball. The legends respect her game. The opponents respect her fight. The fans respect her realness. And icons far beyond sports respect her influence. So when you look at all those names, LeBron, Barkley, Cheryl Miller, Lisa Leslie, Candace Parker, Taurasi, Brianna Stewart, Cynthia Cooper, Flau'jae Johnson, Dawn Staley, Kurt Miller, Malala, even the hosts of The View, they're all saying the same thing in their own way. Caitlin Clark isn't just another star. She's a movement. And maybe that's why this moment feels so historic. Because everyone, from the legends to the dreamers, sees a piece of what's possible through her. The game feels bigger again. And for once, it's not hype. It's history happening in real time. Thanks for sticking with this story. If you're here at the end, you already know how unbelievable this journey is. Caitlin's just getting started, but the respect she's earned from every corner of the world tells you everything. If you love stories about players who shift culture and spark change, hit that like button, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's keep lifting women's basketball and giving this game the spotlight it deserves.